Hi, it is Tracy with Totally Trace. I am here live with you showing two more cards from the terrific Toadstools card kit to go. So last week I was live on Wednesday and I demonstrated 3 cards using this kit, but the kit actually makes 5 cards. So I'm going to demonstrate the other 2 cards tonight for you. So let me just show you the kit. So it comes with the 6 of the 6x6 sheets. So you get 1 of each sheet from the free celebration paper. It comes with, oh, they fell to the bottom. I don't know if you can see those there. It also comes with 20 of the iridescent gems. And then you'll have 5 envelopes, and inside each envelope is all the cardstock. The die cuts are prepped for you. Everything's ready to go to make the 5 cards. So what you will need is a stamp set. I'm using Terrific Toadstools because it coordinates perfectly. So you can use that if you have it. You can use something different, or you can order this yourself to earn the paper for free, and then of course I'll send you the kit for free if you place an order of $60 or more. And then of course you'll need your own inks too. So this is what my kit looks like, because again, last week I did already make 3 of the cards. So let me pull those out. All right, so I made this thank you note. I made this one that says popping up to say hi, which I hope you're watching all my reels. So this is my focus product for the for 2 weeks. And so I've been making reels too for these. And I really had a lot of fun with this popping up sentiment. So for example, this one, I made it a pop-up card. And then so I've just had some fun folds, some fun things to do with that saying. And then I think this is my favorite card, even though it's so simple. It says, "You are magical," and it's also a fun fold because it opens up this way, and it has a little hinge there. And then of course you could have it sit just like that as well. So those are 3 cards that you'll get everything you need in the kit. I made those last week. You can watch the replay. Tonight I'm going to make 2 new cards. So I've got those envelopes, and this is exactly how your kit comes. So these envelopes are filled with paper. Oh, and this is actually the first one I'm going to make tonight. So we'll start there. All right. So this is the sample I made, and this is the card I'm going to make. This is one of my favorite layouts. I just feel like it works with any paper. If you took my class, my masculine class last June, I think it was, maybe it was in May, I used this layout with the airplane set, uplifting, I don't know, I'm getting it wrong. I can't remember the name of it. But like I said, this is one of my favorite layouts. So I'm starting with a traditional card base of basic gray. And then I'm just going to layer my white paper over it. And it's going to be a 1/4 inch shorter on the length and width of my card base. Hi, Donna. Glad you could make it. I see lots of you are starting to pop in. Hopefully you saw my last week's live where I made 3 cards with this kit. So tonight I'm making the other 2 cards. All right. Okay, so I'm going to use this paper. And when I first saw this paper, I don't know, it was a little creepy to me. I wasn't necessarily seeing mushrooms. I was seeing faces and weird things. I don't know why. So I didn't really like it. And now, of course, you know, I love it. That's typically how it goes. All right, so I'm going to cut this one at 4.5, and this is directional, so I'm going to lay it the way I want it to be, and then cut 4.5 by 3. And your kit will come with all the PDF with all the measurements too. And so I'm just going to lay that here. And I always make, I not always. I try and do these live first because it also tells me my mistakes. So I'm following my PDF right now, and already I do not want that. So then I can fix my PDF before I ever send it to you. So let's see what happened here. So that's 4.5. So I want this to actually be 4.25. I'm going to measure that again because I feel like I did that really fast. And see, I did. Yep. So this should be 4.5, which is what I wrote down. So I guess I just cut it incorrectly. All right. So then I'm going to glue that. Okay, and that is going to get glued right there. Just like that. And then I'm going to grab, so I have this left over from one of the other cards. So I'm actually going to use this on it. And I am not going to trim that down at all, but I do want it to be 4 inches this way. And that's going to get glued right there. Ah, yes, now you can see which card it's left over from. Again, still my favorite. I love that paper, that side. Oh, I see lots of you popping in. Thanks so much for joining me. I am making 2 cards tonight with the terrific Toadstools card kit to go that I'm offering. The link is in the comments section. And some of you might have watched last week's where I made 3 other cards because the kit does make 5. All right, this one is going to be a 2.25 square. And I am not going to glue that down yet because I want to see how I lay out my mushrooms. All right, so your kit will also come with some scrap paper. And so what I'm going to do, sorry, I'm feeling a little unorganized there for a second. All right, so again, I'm using terrific Toadstools, and I'm going to build a scene. So I love using this grass. I'm going to use a couple mushrooms, and I'm going to get it all cut out. Last week, if you joined me, I felt like all I was doing was cutting live for you. So this time I have some of it already prepped. So I'm using the grass in Granny Apple Green. And then I'm going to use this funky mushroom cap, and I'm doing that in Melon Mambo. And I do have my paper cut at, I believe I did it at 1.25. That's because some of these do punch out, and it was just an easy measurement for me to punch without wasting paper. So that's how that came about. And then I'm using this stem. There's actually 3 stems in the stamp set. Excuse me, but I do like this one the best. And I am stamping Early Espresso. I've made lots of cards with this. It works with gray. Hey Karen, thanks for joining. It works with the smoky slate, basic gray. I haven't used any fun colors yet, but I've seen other cards where people are using it with fun colors. So there's really no rules with the mushrooms. So then I would cut that out. But like I said, I felt like last week I was really boring you with that. So I have already got that cut. The only thing I didn't cut yet was the larger mushroom head, just because I wanted you to see that die cut in case you haven't seen it yet. So again, I've got a 1.25 inch strip. Oh, and look, I've got some fun ink there. And I'm going to use Pretty in Pink. Oh, that wasn't very good. Let's try that again. There we go. Not sure what happened that first time. All right, so let me grab the punch. Okay, so the punch does the stem and 2 of the mushroom caps. And so now you can see why I have that paper cut at 1 1/4 inch, because it just makes it easy to slide in here. And so I'm just going to line that up, punch it out, just like that. I'm going to throw that scrap away. Okay, and now I'm just going to build my scene to get ready to glue it down. So this one, I put the mushroom cap underneath the stem, and this one, and guys, I don't know if this is right. It's just how I do it. I'm not a mushroom expert. And this one I put on top of, because it just looks right to me, but I don't know if it is. All right, and then I'm going to start gluing this down. So I'm going to first glue this. And then I'll glue this. So any of you watching, do you have this set, the Toadstools? I think I said it last week, but when I'm thinking of greeting cards that I'm sending to people, I don't think that I'm going to send them mushrooms. But when I saw it, I had to have it. I think really it was the paper that sold me, not necessarily the mushrooms. Just so much fun colors. All right, and I did not pop it up on my original, but I'm going to try it tonight. Let's see how it looks. All right, just like that. And then of course we need a little sentiment. And I think that is actually going to be big enough for this tiny little, just a little thank you. And Melon Mambo seems to be my favorite color with this paper. Oh, does that look straight? Sorry, the camera's in my way. I think it's close enough. Okay, then I am just going to cut this. And then we're going to put a little mini dot on, let's see, this side, because I'm going to flip it, and we'll just put a little glue on the other side so that everything is the same height. Oh, brother. Oh, good. No, I did do it the right way. Just like that. And then, of course, I'm going to grab my bling. Oh, Karen, you didn't think it was a must-have? So now has your mind changed? Because I find a lot of things I don't think are a must-have until I see what other people are doing. Like the seagulls. All right, there is the 4th card of this kit. Something you should know about me is when I'm designing, I always clap for myself when I'm done with a card. Like I just look at it and I think, oh, it's so cute. So behind the camera, I was clapping. All right, so now let me tell you the story of this next card. So I also show my husband the cards and I make him ooh and ah. See, he is trained well, so even if he doesn't think it's great, he'll ooh and ah for me. But I was telling him how I really like the retro vibe, and he said, it's not retro enough. You don't have enough orange, green, and brown in it. So this card was for him, and I've actually changed it a couple times. I'm still not sure about it, so I'm interested in hearing your opinion out there. Which, oh boy, maybe I lost the envelope with all the stuff for it. That's okay. I'll just dig into one of the other kits laying here. So I went with the orange and green. There's no brown. And like I said, I'm not sure. All right, so here we go. So I've got the orange, the green, and the white. Okay, and for this, you know I like to use all my scraps. So I'm going to pull back all of my papers that I've used. And I am looking for about 1 and 3-inch scraps. Okay, so let me just make sure. This piece is looking very big to me. This should be 3 1/4. Yes, it is very big. I might have cut that before I redesigned this card. Okay, so this is going to go here, and then I am looking for 1 to 3-inch scraps. And it can be any of these pieces. So like, oh, well, that's going the wrong way, but maybe I could use that one. I could probably cut that down. I'm going to cut that down. All right, so let's see. I'm going to make this 3 inches. And then I'm going to cut it into 1-inch strips. And my blade, I killed my blade on my Stampin' Up! One. I've got more coming, but it's shredding paper right now, so I can't use it. And so I'm using this old paper trimmer. And wow, I did not know how much I love my Stampin' Up! One until I couldn't use it. All right, so there's 3 of them. I'm trying to get 5. Oh, let's see. Let's see if I can use this one. So again, I want 3 inches. I'm gonna cut it where I can get both papers. And 1 inch. I don't know if I want the gray side on this card, but we'll check it out. I can cut up some more paper. And here is the idea, is that we're just going to start like laying them. Actually, I want that one that has both colors. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm liking the gray. I feel like I need one of these bright colors. Is this scrap going to be long enough? Not quite. How about, yeah, that will be. So let me cut 1 inch off of this. In fact, I'm going to do 2 so that I've got more to play with. This is also another easy, ooh, I want that mushroom there. Let me cut this side off. This is another easy template to use with any scraps that you have. It's really easy when you're using 1 pack of paper, but you don't have to. All right, so now let's see. Did not like that gray. Feel like this needs to be in there. Oh yeah, that definitely does something for it. Nope, I think I'm going to leave it just like that. Although, see, now if my husband were here, he would say, put the green in. If you're looking for that retro vibe. Nope, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to put the purple in. I'll show you my original one too, so that you can decide. So now I'm just going to glue all of these down super fast. This would be a beautiful one with the, oh, what's the birthday one? I featured that like a month ago and I've already forgotten the name of it. Anybody out there remember that one? It had the pool party with the golds. This would be an amazing layout to do with that paper. And then just take one of those punch outs and put it right on top. Okay, so now I'm going to glue this down. And I like to off-center everything, so I'm not putting it in the middle. Okay, so it looks just like that. And now I'm going to put this here. So I'm going to stamp this up. And again, I'm going to go in that orange and green. I'm cringing a little bit just thinking about it. I probably would have picked the purple, but I'm going to make this card for the hubby that said it really, if I'm going to go retro, I need to go for it. And this one I might stamp off, so let me just grab this. Oh, wrong side. Oh, that might be the wrong side. It's hard to see. Okay, so those cute little stems. And again, this is going to be one that I might not get perfect on there. You can do it perfectly. It's super easy. But again, I've got to, I'll have to film one day like my setup because the camera is really right in my face. So it's hard to be right on top of it. Oh, but that looks pretty good. Okay, and I'm going to use that just a little thank you again, and I'm going to do it in, my original had the Mambo. I'm going to try it in purple. See, I can't get away from using that fresh freesia. Just like that. And then I'm going to glue this flat onto the green, but then I'll pop it up onto the card. All right, so what are you thinking of this card? Was he right? Should I have gone even further? Is it like, no, Tracy, stick with what you usually do. This is hideous. I will say one card. I won't say which card, but there is a reel that I have out there right now that has gotten very popular. And it was one that I thought, not sure I really like this card. But I think it's because I went out of my comfort zone. Just because it's my style doesn't mean it's everybody's style. All right, so there is card number 5, and you can see a glimpse of my messy workspace, which is typically how my desk looks when I'm crafting. So today you got a real look at it. So let me just bring in all the cards again really quickly. So 5 cards, you'll get all the supplies to make this kit. It's $14. You get the 6x6 sheets of paper. You get 20 of the gems that I used on the cards. You get all the paper cut ready for you. The link is in the comment section, and I'll put it up top too as soon as this is posted. I would love to hear your feedback. Again, I really want to hear what you think about this card. Oh, let me show you my original. So my original did have that green in it. I don't know. I think it's growing on me. And actually, I like it that the stripes go this way. Karen says, very cute. I'll take your word on it, Karen. So let's see what's coming up. I think I have 3 more reels coming to you over the next week using this set. And then next Wednesday, I am back with a whole new, I will be featuring Delightful Wishes, and I've had fun playing with that. So join me next Wednesday, 5:30. I'm always here 5:30 Eastern time on Wednesdays. I hope I will see you soon. Have a good night, everybody.